Good morning, Bermuda. We are here with the Ministry of Education and the University of West Indies, and we will be discussing the virtual open house that we have planned. At this time, I'm going to welcome the Minister to give us some opening remarks.
Good day, Bermuda, and welcome. Today, I am pleased to announce yet another initiative to promote the relationship between the Bermuda government and the University of West Indies. To assist me, I am joined by Dr. Cleveland Sound, Marketing and Communications Manager at the University of West Indies, or UWI, as we discuss advantageous initiatives to support Bermudians seeking higher education. Bermuda and the University of West Indies have developed a long-standing relationship, as we have benefited from being an associate country member of UWI since 2010. As an associate country member, Bermudian students can enjoy and greatly benefit from the preferred tuition pricing that this relationship offers. We understand that going to university can be a large financial commitment. However, the Bermuda government is dedicated to fostering opportunities that allow our students to pursue their educational goals. Our commitment to providing opportunities to all Bermudians have been very consistent and clear. This government has always tried to reduce the financial hurdles preventing anyone from pursuing their educational dreams. With that in mind, we strongly encourage more Bermudians to take advantage of the preferred tuition pricing available through our relationship with UWI so that they can follow their dreams and positively contribute to our island home. As we continue to grow and foster and renew the existing relationship between Bermuda and the University of West Indies, we are excited to offer Bermudians the opportunity to learn more about UWI through a live and interactive virtual open house on June 24th from 7:30 p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. We welcome high school graduates and their parents, college graduates, as well as mature students who are looking to continue their studies or change careers to attend this virtual open house. This virtual open house will give prospective students an opportunity to learn mostly about the open campus, which covers the distance learning programs of the University of the West Indies. The session will feature information on UWI's 800 plus certificate, diploma, undergraduate, and postgraduate degree options, on-campus and online learning facilities, the application process, and student support services. There will also be a portion of the evening dedicated to answering participants' questions. I am thrilled to share that those who register in advance and attend the virtual open house will be entered into a draw to receive one of 4 one-time tuition awards valued at $2,500 each when they enroll in the UWI Open Campus, which facilitates the online learning. To register, visit bit.ly/UWI_Bermuda or email askus@gov.bm for the link. The open house will be live streamed via Zoom and will be simulcast on CITV, the Bermuda government's Facebook page, and YouTube. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Sound to share more details about the University of West Indies and what to expect at the open house.
Good morning, Bermuda. Thank you very much, Minister, and it's really good to see you once again. I know we should have seen each other last year at the graduation as well as the council meeting, but due to COVID-19, we have to do it virtually. So good morning to Bermudians and Bermuda, and really thank you for joining us this morning. As the Minister said, the University of the West Indies and Bermuda have had a long and distinguished relationship, and what we are trying to do is to solidify that relationship with Bermuda and the University of the West Indies. And this virtual virtual open house is just one of those initiatives. As the Minister said, the fair starts at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, and we will have presentations from the 5 campuses of the University of the West Indies. The University of the West Indies was started way back in 1948 as the University College of the West Indies, and it was basically back then a part of the University of London. In 1962, the University of the West Indies became an independent university. It was granted its own charter. So having said that, it suggests that we do have some history, and the 5 campuses, they have grown over the years. We started with the Mona campus back in 48. And then we have established the St. Augustine campus, which is based in Trinidad and Tobago, the Cayville campus, which is based here in Barbados, and then the Open campus, which is the online campus that the minister referred to, and that's where I work. And then our most recent campus is the Five Islands campus, which is based in Antigua and Barbuda. What would happen on Thursday at the fair is that each of the 5 campuses will do a 10-minute presentation on their course offerings, their application process, the various attractions that students can look forward to, the type of student services that are provided. And once those presentations are completed, we will then take questions from you, the public, as well as to have a discussion about applications, scholarships, and what can students look forward to. Those who want to go to the landed campuses, you can talk about accommodation at these campuses, and as well as the online campus, which is the Open campus, and how you can become part of the University of the West Indies. Thank you very much, Minister.
And thank you, Dr. Sam, for your input and your support. I look forward to the open house on next week, Thursday, as we look to encourage our Bermudians to attend and learn more about UWI as we move forward. The UWI is currently ranked in the top 4% of universities in the world. We are encouraging Bermudians looking to pursue further education to consider UWI as a viable option. There are many opportunities available to Bermudians seeking higher education, and UWI is certainly one of them. We assure you that the Ministry of Education remains dedicated to creating new opportunities for our students to pursue their educational goals. This means thinking outside the box and revisiting pre-existing relationships to make them more applicable to the needs of our students today. So to those who are about to graduate from high school, those who have graduated from high school and seek higher education, those who have their undergraduate degrees but want to pursue their graduate degrees, and those who are considering career changes, please take advantage of the amazing opportunities offered through our partnership with the University of West Indies. Lastly, Bermuda, each of us has a role to play in stopping the spread of coronavirus. Follow public health guidelines, wear a mask, practice good hand hygiene, maintain physical distance, and download the We Help Bermuda app. Do the research, talk to your doctor, and make informed decisions about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. And with that, I thank you, Bermuda, for tuning in, and I will now open the floor for questions.
Thank you, Minister and Dr. Sam. At this time, I'm going to go to some questions that were submitted. The first question is, are there Ministry of Education scholarships to assist with students wanting to study at the University of West Indies?
The short answer to that, Alicia, is yes. We have been promoting the University of West Indies through the offering of scholarships for the last few years. Unfortunately, there have not been any taken up. We have finished our scholarship application process for this year, but we will be looking to, we're continuously looking to expand, and this is why we're having this virtual fair. We want our students to be excited to know what is going on at the University of West Indies and enroll in the University of West Indies so we can help them to pay for their tuition. So there is tuition scholarships or awards available for students attending the University of West Indies, and I'm looking forward to next year receiving applications for such.
Okay, great. And are these scholarships and awards usually listed on the bermudascholarships.com with the rest of them?
Yes, they will be listed with the rest of our offerings. I believe if you even go to the moed.bm website and look at scholarships, you'll see all of the awards that we currently offer, and you'll see the criteria of those awards as well. And the whatever we give for UWI should be listed there as well.
Wonderful. My second question is, does the University of West Indies accept college credits from the Bermuda College?
That's a question that both myself and Dr. Sam can answer. I want to say we are in the process of putting together an MOU between the Bermuda College and the University of West Indies, and more specifically the Open Campus, and putting together articulation agreements that can be utilized. And so that is something that's been in the works for quite some time. And it's we are hoping to have those finalized in short order. And what those articulation agreements will be is that, courses taken at the Bermuda College will be considered for credit at the University of West Indies, similar to the articulation agreements that exist between, I believe it's close to 22 universities overseas within Canada, the United States, and the UK that have articulation agreements with the Bermuda College. What we're looking to do with these articulation agreements is to encourage our people to save some money, stay at home, get those credits under their belt, and transfer them like for like to overseas institutions where they'll begin at the junior level versus starting at the freshman level or entry level within college.
Yes, if I may add to what the minister said, definitely articulation agreements are advantageous to the sending territory, in this case Bermuda, and students from the Bermuda College. And I would say, in fact, 2 years ago, I actually visited the Bermuda College and held discussions with Dr. Green and her team at the Bermuda College to initiate this process of articulation agreements, as well as the MOU between Bermuda College and the University of the West Indies. In addition to that, there was a follow-up meeting last year, July, online between the Open Campus and the Bermuda College team. And the process is now at the University of the West Indies center office, and I know that that is being worked on. So there would be a MOU which would cover a number of collaboration between Bermuda and the University of the West Indies. And then there would be specific articulation agreement that speaks to the transfer of credits from the Bermuda College to University of the West Indies campuses.
Okay, that's exciting to hear. When is the deadline for registration at the University of West Indies? I guess you can specify for on campus and then open campus as well.
Right. So actually, we actually hosted a virtual recruitment fair last night, the Open Campus. And so these dates are very at the front of my head. For the undergraduate application, the deadline is the 16th of July at the Open Campus. For the postgraduate application, the deadline is the 11th. So basically 1 week earlier for the postgraduate. And that is because the students who enter the Open Campus postgraduate program, they go through introduction to online learning. The other campuses have various deadlines. So if you go on the website of the Cave Hill campus, the St. Augustine campus, Five Islands, and Mona, you would see some of their deadlines there. And of course, some of us also offer 2 intakes. So you can enter at the beginning of the academic year in September, and you can also enter in January during semester 2. And for some of us, including the Open Campus and the Cave Hill campus, we also offer summer school or summer semester as well.
Okay, so plenty of options.
Lots of options.
Great. For the UWI Open Campus, can degrees be pursued completely online, or is there an on-campus component?
All right. So as the Open Campus, that is really what we are about. So we are known as the online campus within the University of the West Indies system. As I said, there are 5 campuses, but the Open Campus is the online campus. All of our degree programs, all of our bachelor's degrees, associate degrees, master's degrees, and doctoral degrees are offered 100% online. We also have 42 sites in 16 countries, and we're hoping that Bermuda would become the 17th one of these days, where we'd actually have a physical presence, perhaps at the Bermuda College or something like that. But at these 42 sites in these 16 countries, we offer a blended approach, face-to-face as well as online courses. Due to the COVID pandemic last year, all of those courses moved online. And as the Open Campus, we were able to do that within a 3-day period where we moved all of the face-to-face courses, short courses, to online courses. And now in some of the countries, for example, like in Anguilla, for example, where there's no COVID cases, and some of the smaller countries, you can move back to some face-to-face. But for the moment, most of these courses are still being offered online. And but once the COVID pandemic has gone, or the government protocols in the particular territory dictate that we can offer face-to-face, then those open campus country sites would return to a blend of face-to-face and online. But we are really the online campuses. So if you're coming to do a bachelor's degree, an associate degree, a master's degree, or a doctoral degree, it will be 100% online.
Okay, wonderful. So that concludes the questions. But at this time, I just want to remind the listening public that the virtual open house will be on June 24th, which is next week, Thursday, from 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's going to be live streamed onto the Government of Bermuda's Facebook, YouTube, and CITV. And as the minister announced, it's exciting because we are going to be giving out some scholarships for those who are attending. So be sure to register. If you missed the link, feel free to email us at askus@gov.bm. Even if you just have any general questions about the University of West Indies and this virtual open house, please email us and spread the information to all of the students, potential students, and lifelong learners that you know, so that we can have some high engagement. Okay, so thank you, Bermuda. That's going to conclude our press conference for today.